My name is Corina Bega. I come from Romania. And initially I said I'm going to talk today about entrepreneurial success because there are so many startups and so many companies who are opening up, but not all of them succeed on the market, some of them fail. So I want to start with a question today for you. How do you feel about giving the world something you don't have? And this is where I'm building on what Aurelian was saying before. Help someone bigger than you. It looks insane, like how do you feel? How can you give someone something you don't have already? But if you're thinking actually, when Tom Ford built the car didn't exist. So he wanted to give something he didn't have. When Graham Bell invented the phone, okay, that's an obvious one because he didn't want to talk on the phone by himself. But he invented and he wanted to give to the world something he didn't have himself. And so on and so forth with Edison and the bulb. And so, in my opinion, what makes the breakthrough for the ones who are succeeding is that they are so stubborn in giving the world something they don't have, in having this breakthrough, that they eventually make it. That's a normal reaction to have when you're thinking about giving something you don't have. But this actually entails having a burning desire, not only to get that thing for yourself, but to get it and to share it with so many more. So what qualities you need to get there? And in my opinion, obviously there's so many qualities that will help you get there, but there's two of them that will stand up. And one of them is learning. Actually, you have to learn. Why? Because if you're setting yourself to solve a new math problem today, something you haven't solved before, right? Applying all your conscious knowledge in solving the problem will not help, because by definition you need something new. And learning might be a big word, we're all talking about learning, but solving this new problem, we have to go again to try to simplify it and to see what does it mean for us to learn on an everyday basis, what the learning process entails. And we're getting to the learning pyramid, where we see that the least we learn is by reading, and the most we learn, like 2 weeks after doing something, doing and saying something, we tend to remember 90% of it. So do you realize, actually what we're saying here is that the universe rewards action. Those people who are active enough and who are brave enough to go and try and do new things will actually succeed. So going from here and knowing that what turns entrepreneurial activities into success is learning. Now what else does it take? It's the build-up. And here it's the perseverance. If you remember back in the beginning, I said that what makes the breakthrough of a success is the stubbornness to get something done. For us to have a breakthrough, we need to have a build-up. And build-up is the perseverance, is that nerve-building activity, is the self-confidence. Because at the end of the day, what we want is to emerge standing tall from this experience of bringing the world something new, something we don't have yet. And this you do by respecting the promises you're making to yourself on a daily basis. Because that builds up the confidence, that builds up the competencies, and that builds up everything we need to be able and to be prepared and to be ready to do something that we don't have yet. So, Lady Luck favor the ones who try. Beyond that point, the ones who are persevering go and get the trophy with sweat and smiles. My last thoughts would go to technology, because actually we're here at the WebSummit, right? And everything that I've talked about now didn't have too much to do with technology. Technology is not the creator of success. Technology is the accelerator of success. And it's very simple. If today you would give two computers, a computer to a person who is very technical and the same computer with the same features to me, we will have different outcome. Because likewise in Formula 1, and I will leave you with this, It is the driver and the team that are the first variable in turning the race into success. It's not the car. Business is a team sport. So I want to invite you for the future, whenever you want to start something new, to think of the idea that you're giving to the world something you don't have, because that will bring in you the humbleness of knowing that you're entering this learning process whereby you will team up with like-minded individuals, and eventually after learning and doing those new things with perseverance, this nerve-building experience, you will emerge bigger and the world will have that thing that you want. And I want to close by kindly asking you to give a round of applause to all of my friends who voted for me to come here and thought it would be a nice idea for others to hear my thoughts. Thank you.